why wouldn't your name be Bubba?
Well, you know what you call a guy that size? Anything he tells you to call. Bubba Baldwin, 6'2", 276 pounds. First and 10, and the inside give to a new runner in there.
Yeah,
it's another Hosea.
Konisi.
He may have put that ball on the turf, but it was recovered by Cottonwood. And Konisi Hosea stays in there after the loss of 1. Bateman looking downfield, going for the big one.
Touchdown.
There's a flag on the play. They have not signaled touchdown, and now they do. And it's going to be on the defense, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so. I think they're going to get defensive holding, which will be declined.
The corner was beat. Reached back and tried to hang on to him. Didn't matter.
Well,
on Skyview.
I guess maybe one of the beautiful things would be that a game getting started late. If it's going to get out of hand, it'll get into the mercy rule and the clock won't stop.
Is that it?
But right now, Cottonwood is just having their way with Skyview.
123 yards, 2 touchdowns for Bateman. And who was the receiver on that side? I think it was Hanks. Couldn't see the number. Yeah. This is just a full-on onslaught. 42-10. Cottonwood takes the big lead over Skyview.
Hi, I'm Bryce with U&I Furniture in downtown Logan, where we have been in business for 80 years. How have we done it? Well, we've had great prices on high quality furniture, and we've had great customer service as well. And remember, it's always a better buy at U&I.
42-10. This was a 14-10 ball game.
Yeah, well,
4 minutes ago.
I was excited for a pretty good second half, and boy, Skyview has just come out flat, and Cottonwood has just punished them.
Yeah, everything that can go wrong for Skyview has here in this second half. 3 turnovers
in 4 minutes.
Return. Yeah,
4 minutes and 3 seconds. They've scored 28 unanswered points.
I've been doing this for 20 plus years. I don't know if I've seen ever anything like this. And here's the last one. You can't do that against any team, let alone a really good team like
that's just a good
Cottonwood.
Looking throw, great catch.
Yeah, that's Beveridge. Beveridge with the catch. That doesn't mean that that's a nice drink. It's not some sort of football lingo. It's Beveridge. That away. Way to run the trap counter for Beveridge.
That's right.
Nice catch.
Beveridge makes a splash in the end zone.
Right. Not only was he interfered with, he got away from it and hauled it in. And now all flag before the play. Now it's a 32-point ball game. Procedure on Skyview. They haven't had that yet. They might as well get the penalty.
Yeah.
32-point ball game. They keep the clock running when it gets to 35.
Yeah, 35 points, and you know, some officiating crews interpret that differently than others. Some I've seen.
How do you not? How do you interpret 35 any differently from a 3 and a 5?
No, I've had an officiating crew actually come and before the game hand us the official rules in case it goes to into the mercy rule.
Yeah.
And some keep the clock running constantly, others don't.
Slipping through and picking up the penalty yardage and a little bit more. Skyview is Watts.
I would just tell you that the mercy rule is written in so that it can be interpreted a couple different ways.
There's a lot of rules, it seems, that are written that can be interpreted a lot of different ways. And that's one thing players and coaches have to adjust to as well, different officiating crews officiate games differently. Watts will take it again. Watts with 2 hands on the ball, and he picks up 8 yards.
Yeah, nice job by Watts just to, keep his legs moving, keep those feet churning, and picks up the first down. And it looks like we've got some new kids in there, but a nice job keeping both hands on the ball and the feet rolling, and gets the first down. We've got a lot of mixed-in kids there for Cottonwood.
They've still got quite a few starters.
Yeah.
And we see a few different numbers we haven't seen as much. Oliverson just about pulled them off sides. Skyview picking up the first down. If you're Coach Ander, you're wanting your team to get a couple of drives and a couple of points to get a little bit of confidence back, don't you?
Yeah, I think, I think at this point, you really look at this point of the season as being, hey, we don't want to get out of our offense because, hey, we better get some good practice reps for next week. Based upon some injuries that we have, we've got some new kids in there. We've got to give these guys as much game experience as possible. So you want to get some things going.
They're trying to rip that ball out of there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Cottonwood wants the ball back. He wants more points. Still 6 minutes to play in the third period. We're midway through the third. 42-10. The game was 14-10 at the halftime.
And we're only halfway through the third quarter.
Oliverson taken down, loses a yard. That's third down. Skyview is 5 of 10 on third down conversions. It'll be third down about 11.
Well, this is where Skyview's kind of gotten themselves into trouble in this second half, is these third and long situations, and they've thrown a couple of picks, and you got to be really careful with the ball. I mean, I know you're down big, and you're probably gonna have to throw it anyway, but you got to be careful.
Jordan Hill's on the sideline as well, injured. Oliverson has a man, it skips off his hands and out of bounds.
Well, incomplete.
4th and 11.
Incomplete. And the other thing, obviously Oliverson's running for his life a little bit there. But, the route that he chose to throw to was 7 yards short of a first down. It wouldn't have done him any good even if he would have completed it. They're just, you got to get those game reps to get those situations and, have your coach talk you through a lot of those and, sit in film tomorrow and say, hey, you got to realize the down and distance, if it's we've got 11 yards to go, why are you throwing 10 or 4 for that matter?
One of the worst things about football is film session on Saturday morning after a Friday night like this. Oh, Nielsen boots it away. Beveridge brings it in at about the 22, and he's taken down at the 26.
Yeah, good coverage by the Bobcats. That's about the first thing that's been positive all night, but there's a flag on the play. 2 flags actually back at around the 30-yard line.
And the head official's talking to one of the Cottonwood players. See if he's asking them whether they're going to accept it or telling them, no, it's on you, son. That's a hold on Skyview and a personal foul on Cottonwood.
Offsetting, kick it again, which negates a great punt and coverage.
We'll get a chance to do it all again. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third period. In a game that was delayed about 40-45 minutes because of storm that ran through here back on the school. There's a big, I don't know, lightning rod looking thing that has a green light, a yellow light, and a red light. When the lightning gets too close, within so many miles, that red light goes on. When that red light's on, the officials can stop the game. They stop the game, and then once green light comes back, they start the clock 30 minutes after the green light first comes back.
Well, you can never be too careful, I guess.